Welcome back. We're here at MJ Harrington and Company in Newport, and joining me now is owner David Lantz. Thank you for hosting us.
Thanks for being here.
We'd love to come here every year at this time. It's always wonderful to be amongst this beautiful store, and your wonderful staff is so helpful. So we're going to talk a little bit about diamonds today.
Yes.
That's a big purchase.
It's a big purchase, one of the most significant in many people's lives, especially that first engagement ring. And for a lot of the younger folks, it really, next to a house, or maybe even more important than a car, it's a pretty critical part of their future.
Sure.
And so we think it deserves lots of extra time and care in making those decisions. So I love sitting down and spending a lot of time, whatever is required or whatever is requested, to explain the differences, to be able to lay out a sequence of stones and let them look at which one perhaps dances the most or calls to them. And then we discuss the detail of pricing and all the other important factors so that they get exactly what they want. Sometimes it's they together, sometimes it's the guy who's making the final decision after some good advice, I think, along the way. But it's a fun part of what we do every day, and you suddenly realize we're part of a really significant moment in these folks' lives. And that's what makes coming to work every day so much fun for me.
You sure are. And the mounts have gotten so interesting. So you're not just buying the stone anymore. The mounts are very elaborate now.
Some more than I'm even comfortable, encouraging, because there's so many small prongs. If there's lots of really tiny diamonds, this is a ring that might be worn for 50, 60, 70 years.
Sure.
Conceivably. And a lot of maintenance may be required if there's a lot of small stones, which require small prongs to secure them.
Yes.
So I try and find that balance between what looks really beautiful and at the same time we know is going to be secure for a long time.
Right, and it's great that you can give that advice to people that are looking at that as well. That's something I would never even have thought of. Yeah.
Well, and I think part of my background included some factory work for 4 years at the bench, so I began to understand better the detail that needs to be addressed when we build something like this.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. I don't sit at the bench much anymore, but we have 3 wonderful guys that are doing that kind of work, and I back them up when necessary. But I feel like I've had the opportunity to understand the pluses and minuses that incorporate the structural integrity and the beauty all into the end result.
Wonderful. And this is such a trusted name. I think that's you really need to trust who you're getting a diamond from. It's a big expense.
It is.
Yeah, so that's what I like best about MJ Harrington. Let's go back to the repair people, though, because repairs, things break, jewelry breaks, watches break, and you can get them all fixed here.
That's right. The general maintenance of anything in the world of jewelry or watches is a really basic fundamental requirement, and we encourage people that wear their jewelry a lot to have it checked at least once a year.
Yes.
We'll be happy to do it as frequently as they'd like. There's never a charge. We check for stone security, we polish the pieces up, and it's just I think it's, for most people, really important that they know the security has been attended to, or whatever maintenance is required, if new prongs are needed, or a new shank, or sizing needs to be done, or any kind of maintenance. We have the guys and the capabilities to do it right here, and we do it as quickly as we can, and sometimes it can be same-day turnaround depending on the requirements of the individual. So that's a fun part of what we do as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, really preserving something for someone. And like you said, maintenance, coming in and getting your items checked.
Yes.
Don't just bring them in when they're broken. Get them routinely checked. It's like your car. You wouldn't just bring it in when it's broken, right? You need to bring it in and get it checked.
You're precisely right on there.
Good. Now, those same gentlemen also do some custom designs, which is wonderful. Get a one-of-a-kind piece.
They do, and Tom loves, for example, doing hearts. Kenny has done some lovely freeform. Dave has done some beautiful work, kind of covers a wide range of different skill sets, and as a potter and an artist himself in other arenas, he's like a sculptor. He'll sculpt beautiful miniatures of things. He was the one responsible for our Old Man in the Mountain, for the loon pendant.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
He is the guy that carved those out of pewter, and then we made the original mold from those. But that's a totally different skill in and of itself.
Yes.
So he is, we laughingly say he's a jack of all trades and a master of all as well.
Absolutely.
He really brings some great skills to the table.
That's wonderful. Well, all the more reason to come and come down here, come down to Main Street in Newport and meet you, or great shopping online now. 24 hours a day you can access the Heritage Collection.
That's it. We've moved into a new arena, and
Yes.
it's been a lot of fun. Meg
Yeah.
has done a wonderful job guiding us in that direction. So
Wonderful. Well, thanks again for hosting us. We're going to be here for the next 2 weeks, and continued success.
thank you very much for being here, Lynn.
Thanks, Dave.
Take care.